Welcome everyone to the next episode of our lovely little podcast. This is episode 10,
Yes,
and
we are on episode 10 now.
this is
The big
episode
1-0.
10. This is part 1 of episode 10. Part 2 is going to be uh, coming out a bit after this one. It'll be Yali's side of these solo adventures. Um, and yeah. So to get right into it, Link, you want to go
So,
ahead and give us a recap of
yeah.
what happened in your last session?
So last session we started off the morning after episode 8. Casper had left his new daughter, Adalia, in the hands of Nadia. And afterwards, he and Remy and he, no, that's only in, never mind. So Remy and Casper then left the city. And Casper, in a brilliant move, casted Fly, and using his sorceress nature, he was able to prolong that fly for 24 hours a day, or I guess a day, and cut the travel time to about half. Um, in doing so, after stopping for the night, they had awoken to a village nearby being attacked by a large flaming monster. And in doing so, Casper was able to cast fear on this monster, guiding it away from the village. And then Remy and Casper had spent the rest of their time extinguishing the flames caused by that monster. Um, After that, they have been allowed to stay in one of the houses in the village. Um, and in the middle of the night, Casper and Remy had a very deep conversation about how they view each other in life, and they grew a lot closer as friends or teammates. I don't know the definition of it either.
You're
And
getting
Casper
there.
clambered back down to bed, and that is where we left our last session.
Uh,
Am I missing anything?
no, that is, I believe, where we left off. Um, uh, yes, you went back to bed. You got some more sleep, and uh, um, when you wake in the morning, uh, you pack your things. And you head out of this room, and you see that Remy is kind of just leaning by the door to the house that you've been allowed to stay in. Her bag is kind of slung over a shoulder, and she's got a little like leather, almost wallet looking thing that's flipped open in her hand that she's looking at. Um, as you walk out, sorry, I'm very thirsty. Um,
Go right ahead.
and and as she kind of notices you approach, she flips it closed and pockets it again and pushes off the wall. You ready to head out then?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Right. Well, suppose we better get going.
Suppose we shall. Casper will begin walking out of this house. Can he or I guess can I kind of see if the people that let us stay here for the night are they awake or are they about?
You uh when you walk out of the house, you do see that the woman who had spoken to you uh, and one of the other like townsfolk that you had seen on your way in are kind of just on the corner of the house, uh, fixing up some of the like wooden beams that have been charred and burned, um, and uh, so that the lady that you let you stay there is there. You can see that like kind of the whole town is awake and still kind of bustling as people are trying to begin repairing their homes.
Okay.
Cool.
Was did I ever meet a sort of like leadership figure of this town? Who's
Um, you have not yet. I'm sure, like
okay?
you could probably assume that there is someone who's like in charge. Um, the most like high-ranking kind of leadership position, the highest authority that you've met are like the town guards,
Mm-hmm.
um, who are also now like helping with the repairs and such.
Casper will walk up to the nearest guard,
Okay.
and he'll say, "How are your comrades from yesterday? I mean,
Um, some of them are still resting and recovering, but they are alive, which is good. Thank you
good to
again
hear."
for your assistance.
Any mage of the court would have done the same as I. I was just happening through the area. I'm glad no one was killed.
Right. If
Eh,
ever you are passing through again and require room or board, I'm sure that we are happy to provide it for you.
I'm thankful. And Casper will. Um, is this guard standing alone? Like, is there anybody near him as well?
The people that are near, he's kind of like moved away from his work. So the only people that are near are very like busy, focused on the work about 10 feet away.
Casper will pat the man on the shoulder, and I am going to cast Enhance Ability. Um, and what that does is for an hour, um, uh, strength, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma will have advantage.
Mm.
And I'm going to be choosing strength. So for this guard for the next hour will be stronger,
Yeah,
supernaturally strong.
you pat him on the shoulder, cast the spell, and you see that um, you can see that some of his like exhaustion, like physical exhaustion, fades. He stands a little straighter. He nods and also kind of like claps you on the shoulder, and then heads back to help with the work. Um, give me another perception check.
Okay. I'll do this with my actual dice. Ooh, that's not good. That's
You'll
a
have
12.
you can roll with advantage because you'll have the help action because you are with Remy right now.
14.
Okay. Um,
Dope.
you
Goat.
hear another scream coming from the far edge of town, the same edge of town where you directed the monster when you were escorting it out.
Fuck. You're shitting me. I'm gonna dash over there. Fuck. It was too good to be true.
You dash, Remy follows after you quickly, and as you arrive at the edge of this town, you can see some people have kind of gathered. They look worried, panicked. Some of them are starting to like move further into the town. They are all looking out, and about 100 feet away, you can see that that molten rock monster slowly making its way back towards the town.
Casper will sigh and say, well then, I gave it the opportunity. Let's stop it before it gets into town.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Shit.
Go ahead and roll initiative then.
18.
Okay. Then it's going to be you, and then Remy, and then the monster. So
Okay. So it's 100 feet away.
yes.
Alright. Not a lot of spells reach that far. Okay, I'm going to move forward 20 feet. Not all the full 30. And then I am going to cast. Now, if I remember correctly, this thing is slow. It moves like 15 feet. It is. Because it
It's
was
slow.
dashing at 30. So Casper is going to reach a hand and before he moves forward. I should probably notice that said that before. Before he moves forward, he's going to reach out, and at second level, we are actually. Can I cast it at a higher level? If I can cast it at a higher level, I'm gonna do that. Okay, yeah. Casper will reach out and touch Remy, and I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath. And I'm going to imbue cold into that spell. So now,
Okay.
um, so now, when on a bonus action, Remy can cast Dragon's Breath.
Cool. Cool. Um, what is the range on that?
So to cast it onto somebody, it is touch, but upon casting it as a
Yeah,
bonus
I mean
action,
for the
yeah,
attack.
it's a 15-foot cone.
A 15-foot cone. Okay.
Yes.
Um, Remy is going to dash forward, and she can use her bonus action to dash instead of her action. Um, so she moves 60 feet, starts sprinting towards this thing, is still about 40 feet away, um, and will pull a like mechanically collapsible crossbow off of her like thigh, um, and is going to take a shot. She fires off one bolt, and this thing raises one of its big molten arms up and kind of just like catches the arrow, and it burns away on contact.
Okay.
It's going to just take the dash action to move 30 feet. And it's your turn.
I am going to, at third level, I'm also going to move another 30 feet forward. So now I move 50 feet forward. I am going to cast at third level catapult, and what I'm catapulting will be my water skin.
Okay.
It is the water skin is a 5 pound object, so we're just skirting the line right now. So now it has to make a 16 dexterity save.
That is not going to make it.
Okay. And now we're going to roll the damage on that. That is going to be 20 damage.
Okay. Uh, um, we're gonna double that to 40 as the water skin hits it and kind of like bursts, and that molten rock hardens quickly on the surface into just solid, like it like changes into like obsidian on the impact. um, and
Yeah.
this thing kind of wails, and is going to change its course, and begin moving kind of at an angle towards one of the corners of town instead of directly towards it.
I want to use my free action.
Mm-hmm.
Casper's going to shout back to the town, "Bring more water skins to me now!" And yeah, I
Yeah,
want
people
more. Yeah,
people start rushing. Um,
we're just start catapulting water onto this fucking thing.
uh, People start rushing. Remy is going to use that bonus action to go ahead and I need. Dexterity saving throw of
I think is it my spell modify like my spell's DC save, or is it
I'm gonna
something
guess it.
else if it's
I'm
on
gonna
somebody
guess it
else?
is because it's not
Then it
specifying.
Yeah, then it's 16 still.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
And you've chosen cold.
Cold. Yes.
Um. Oh, thank you. Um. Sorry, my screen just went blank for a second.
Thank you. Thank
Uh. And it is going to make a dex saving throw. and that's a fail. So it's taking three d6. Let me grab
Oh.
some of my extra d6s here.
Yeah, because I cast it at second level.
Yeah. So 3d6 damage. Um, for just 6 damage.
Damn.
But that will double to. Hey, screen. Hello.
Oh my god,
Hello.
that was scary. I
Hello.
saw it. That's not.
Thank you. um, uh, that's gonna double to 12. Um,
I
and
see potential.
uh, has Remy like clocks that part that you hit with the water has like solidified, and aims for. I don't know what's up with my screen today. It keeps going blank.
It's
I
freezing
don't
a
like
little
it.
bit. Yeah, that's kind of
Stop it.
weird. I don't like
Um,
that either. It's kind of
I don't
scary.
like that.
Okay.
Hey, don't do that.
Stop that now.
Aims for its legs, uh, and you can see as its movement slows, by about 5 feet, as it begins having to like pull its legs more. Okay, I'm I'm done. I'm done
I
with that.
wonder if it's a. Wonder if it's like a. I don't know what issue that would be.
Um, it begins having to like drag its limbs more as they get heavier with the weight of this more like solid rock. Um, and then Remy has her action, so she's also just going to throw her water skin. Um, and that's gonna hit. Uh, for 16 damage.
Woo! Yes.
As it hits kind of same spot on the other side of this thing's shoulder, and solidifies, and its arm like stops moving as easily. Um, and then it is going to continue dashing, but it is now only going 10 feet, so it'll go 20 feet this turn. Uh, you are handed another water skin. Um,
Nice.
and it is going to be your turn again as this creature kind of like flails its good arm, um, kind of like waving at you, and continues to dash, sort of bellowing as it goes.
All right. So this water skin handed to Casper will now begin floating a little bit, and we're gonna cast Catapult at fourth level and just fling this thing back at the creature. That's another 16 dex save.
Definitely does not make it.
All right, 6d8 damage. That'll be 19. I rolled bad.
19 will go to 38, as this water skin
Damn.
hits it and it splashes everywhere. It begins freezing up more. Um, Remy is going to kind of follow after it, uh, and I guess Dragon's Breath again.
Can you do it more than once?
Can you? I
That's a good question.
didn't.
You touch one living creature until the spell ends. The target can take a magic action to exhale a 50-foot cone. Each creature in the range of
What is the duration of
damage
the spell?
duration. Oh, it's up to 1 minute. I did
Yeah.
dismiss my concentration on enhance ability then. That guy is no longer strong.
Yeah, I think
but
that's a
that's
little less
okay.
important.
Yeah, that's a little less important
uh,
right now.
then yeah, she's gonna Dragon's Breath again. Uh, it's DC 16. This is a miss.
Yes, that's
That it does not save. This thing is not
yeah.
dexterous at all.
Well, I imagined that its dexterity was not good. Seems more of like
It's
a
another
constitution monster.
3d6. And that is going to be 12 doubled to 24.
Fuck, we are kicking this thing's ass.
It will lose all of its movement and be stuck in place as its legs uh, completely like solidify. Um, it is now the monster's turn, and it is going to just take a swing on Remy.
Let me see if I can do
That's a
something nice.
crit.
No!
Um, cool. That's a crit. Uh,
That's a lot of dice. I can
23.
hear. Oh, fuck.
Uh, 20, 24 points of damage. Uh, as it takes a swing and just like lobs a like glob of molten rock that begins solidifying in the air, that impacts her and kind of explodes on the impact. And she is going to be burned across one side of her body, um, and kind of scream out in pain. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Um, as
That's a 24.
as you are like watching this happen, um, looking after this monster, you see as what you hear is you hear it roar again, but hearing it this time, you hear not just some bestial roar, but you hear this thing call out Papa. Um, and then you hear it call out, "Leave me alone." Um, and you see as well, uh, at the center of this thing's chest, is a small, like glowing, uh, uh, like just at the center of its chest. There's this bright light, um, very golden, and it kind of like overpowers any light that is coming off of like the flames and the hot molten material.
Have I been brought another water skin by this point?
Yes.
Casper will yell out to Remy, "Leave the thing, I have an idea." And he is going to pop open the water skin, um, remove his cloak, and just dump the water all over his head and letting it. He's gonna let it go down his body, and I'm gonna start running at this creature.
Okay. You start sprinting. You'll get there in your one turn. Um,
Hmm.
you get there. Remy kind of watches after you and just yells out, "Are you crazy?" And is going to run after you. Um, to try and stop you. Uh,
Stupid is as stupid does.
you can either give me an acrobatics check to like dodge or an athletics check to just kind of shove Remy away.
Acrobatics.
Ooh,
That'll that'll be a 17. I already know
that's
I'm gonna lose.
that's a nat 20. uh uh she like runs at you and you try and like kind of juke her and get out of the way, but she's locked on and just quickly changes course to grab you around the waist and take you to the ground. Um,
Never been much of a athlete, Casper. He's been more of the
and she
magic
she
guy.
kind of just pushes up and looks down at you. What are you doing? You want to get yourself killed?
Listen to the damn thing. Closer.
What do you mean listen to it? It's just screaming.
There's someone in that thing. I can feel it.
Uh, she listens and she hears as this thing just starts like roaring again. But this time she hears it say stop. And she kind of looks over her shoulder up at it. Okay, fine. What's your plan then? Because that thing is still
Casper.
1,000,000 degrees and gonna fry you to a crisp.
Well, I'm gonna try and outlast it. Casper will then cast within 10 feet of the creature, Warding Wind at second level.
Okay.
So, so a strong wind at 20 miles per hour blows around me in a 10-foot radius and moves with me. Um, remaining center on me. The wind lasts for the spell's duration, which is 10 minutes. It deafens me and other creatures in its area. It extinguishes unprotected flames in its area that are torch-sized or smaller, but it's not to worry. It's gonna get smaller over time anyway. Um, it hedges out vapor, gas, and fog that can be dispersed by strong wind. The area is difficult for terrain for creatures other than me, and attack rolls of ranged weapon attacks have disadvantage if the attacks pass in or out of the wind. And we're gonna stay 10 feet within this creature with this wind.
Okay. You do
That's
this.
my
The
first action.
the like smoke and the little flames that are like coming off of this creature or that are in its like general area go out. The smoke is like blown away. You can see as parts of it begin cooling and like solidifying, but also cracking open again as it keeps trying to move. Uh, what else do you want to do?
I'm going to avoid the shining spot on the creature. I am going to start casting Sorcerous Burst with cold onto like its arms, any part of it that is generating more heat that isn't its like core yet. I'm going to be just blasting with cold magic.
Okay.
Um, but that's
Uh,
a roll 2 hit. So I'm actually gonna have to roll to hit this thing. Okay. Well, I guess I should do it now. 11 doesn't hit.
no.
Um,
Um, yeah, this thing, you do the sorceress burst, and this thing kind of, as in response, kind of tosses another glob of molten whatever, and your sorceress burst collides with that and just creates a little like, not little, like a bowling ball sized chunk of obsidian that just kind of falls to the ground.
Hmm. Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
Remy's gonna investigate a little more. Remy, um, just aims kind of at like the ground and does this dragon's breath again to cover herself in like this cold, um, doing 17 damage to herself. Um,
Oh. Okay.
and
Yeah.
then and then you go for whatever you're going after, but I'm going for the head. Uh, and she's going to move forward and begin climbing this thing using the little spots that are solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's gonna start making her way up to the head.
Okay.
This creature is gonna kind of like take swipes um, at Remy and miss, and is going to throw a projectile at you and uh, miss. And so it will be your turn again.
All right. Time for the big guns. At third level, we're gonna cast Chromatic Orb with cold damage. But we are also going to take the bonus action to use Innate Sorcery, which will give me advantage on that attack roll. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Perfect. So this is gonna be cold damage 5d8.
Hell yeah.
And since there's no other targets that I can hit, uh, I won't be able to hit it twice. So that'll be 23 damage. I'm gonna multiply that. That'll be 46 if it's cold damage multiplied.
46 damage. Um,
Big old snowball. Just chuck it at the thing.
yeah. Uh, you, uh, you, uh, you're aiming for like extremities, yeah?
Like the shoulder. Let's say the left shoulder in this case.
Okay.
Just hitting with a
Um,
big ball of ice and snow.
you hurl this spell, uh, and it clashes with this thing's shoulder as it's reaching towards Remy, who's like made her way up to its like face. And as its hand is about to grab her, it just freezes over, turns to like iron and stone, this like black metal and obsidian with streaks of gold running through it, and just stops moving. Is there anything else you'd like to do on this turn?
I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do. Um, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm actually gonna make kind of a chance here. Casper, I want him to. He's gonna yell to this creature. Um, it's going to be okay. You need to stop this heat. We'll give that a shot. But I forgot. I have to dispel the wind first. So that's gonna not do anything. Because it deafens creatures.
Okay. Uh,
So I'm gonna play by the rules here. I didn't remember.
yeah. Um, you do that. Remy has kind of gotten up here, um, and she, uh, the like face of this creature has like some of those plates of solidified rock have like shifted up its body and are starting to like close over its face in like a protective shielding. Um, she takes out two daggers and sticks them in a crack and begins prying the like plating open. And then once it is like open again, kind of flips back up onto the hand that tried to grab her. Um,
Oh, that's gonna be
and
awesome. I can
that's
already,
gonna
yeah,
be that's gonna be her turn. Um,
yeah.
Now that this creature is like not able to move as much, it just has the one arm. Uh, you can, if you'd like, give me another perception check.
That one's less good. 14.
Uh, you can now see like this like molten material is not like completely opaque, and the light that's coming from the center of its chest is not so bright that you can't like kind of see through it. Um, and as you are looking through, you see a small box, maybe about, I don't know, the size of your cupped hands, uh, where the top has been split open, and like it's kind of on one side of the top, the corner has just broken, and there's jagged metal open. And from inside that box is the source of that light. Um,
Oh my
and
god, it's
this
another
thing
fucking star person.
And this
Holy
thing
shit.
is going to, with its one good arm, semi good arm, take another swing at you uh, with disadvantage. So that's a definite miss. Um, and we're gonna go back to the top of the round. It is you, Casper.
I don't. Does it? It doesn't cost anything to drop a concentration spell, right?
It
Like it
doesn't.
doesn't. I
No,
can't. I don't.
you can
Yeah.
just
Okay.
drop
So,
concentration whenever you want.
so the wind starts to just slow back down. The billowing wind just kind of just slows to a halt, and Casper will yell up to Remy, "It's another star!" Um,
You okay?
I will cast. Fuck, I'm running out of spell slots. At first level, Chromatic Orb. At this last remaining arm. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay, we're doing some cold damage. That is 14. That should be like 28 damage multiplied if it's cold.
Okay. Uh,
28 damage on that arm.
yeah, this thing takes its swing on you, and you shout out to Remy, um, and it its arm is like at full extension, kind of pulled, stretched out. Um, when you fire off this spell, and as it's like trying to make kind of a spear of molten rock to hit you with, uh, your spell hits the tip of that spear and freezes all the way up the arm. And uh, as you do that, Remy kind of looks back at you, um, uh, and just is like, "It's a fucking star."
Um, now that the creature is unable to move, all of its extremities are frozen.
Yeah.
Um, Casper will call Remy, he'll like wave Remy down, and he'll point at the opening at the box. And this is similar looking to the box that I crushed earlier.
Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
figures.
uh,
Okay,
she shakes her head. Nah, I can't do that. You get the box. I got something up here to deal with.
okay.
Uh,
Um, I'm, yeah. All right,
it
I'll do
we
that then.
yeah, we can pass on to your turn again as she like kind of settles herself again. Um, how do you want to get that
Okay,
box?
I think I am going to get to where I can be like point blank to this um what you call it, like the opening where the box is, right? I
Yeah.
want to get point blank to it, and it's not within reach. I can't reach it, right? This isn't something
No.
I can just grab. Okay.
No.
Um, the surrounding area of this. Well, actually, you know what? I have an idea. Can I, with alter self, generate a limb that can like grasp this box inside? Like for example, if I wanted to make my like right hand like a
Fuck
tendril,
yeah.
can I lasso?
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Do it.
So we're gonna alter self. And it's just going to slither inside of this creature and pull this box out. And then as soon as that tendril kind of releases back out of the creature, I'm going to then hold the box in my hand. Like my tendril will just turn back into a normal human hand.
Yeah. You throw this tendril in and grab that box and rip it out. Um, with like the chest kind of splitting open as you pull the box out. And as you do that, Remy uh, dives into the like head of the creature and comes out the backside of it, with either arm wrapped around the waist of two young boys. Um, and as you pull the box out and like kind of hold it in your hand, before your arm is like fully retracted, um, the box kind of bursts with light, um, and you and Remy midair are both knocked back from this creature,
Mm.
um, and uh, this uh, this creature completely solidifies into that same like mix of obsidian and iron and with like gold running through it. Um, Chest split open, head kind of bursting from the back, limbs extended, trying to stop you still. Uh, and the ground around it is like uh, in this burst of light, like transformed into a like light blue uh, sheet of like semi opaque crystal, uh,
Hmm.
in like a 30-foot circle from that center point. Um, and when your eyes have recovered from the flash, when everything has settled, what you are left with is that beast frozen in time, and there are echoes of you and Remy mid action, uh, like built from that black iron and obsidian and gold. Um, and you're essentially left with a statue showing the pinnacle of your battle, on
Wow.
this crystalline plane. Um, as you kind of like push yourself up from the ground, uh, and Remy kind of like uh, has like wrapped around both of these young boys to protect them. Uh, and you have this box, still like little wisps of light coming from within the box, uh, as Remy like sits up as well, is checking in on these boys, and we
Mm.
are out of initiative. And there's this really cool memorial of when you saved this town.
Casper. Yeah. Casper will hold the box in his hand, but he will run to Remy first before he does anything with it. First of all, Two boys out of nowhere. That's important. Casper will go, "Are you okay?"
Remy is breathing really heavily. You can see that like uh, the the sleeve of her like right arm has been completely burned off, and her whole arm is covered in a burn that like peaks up across her neck and presumably chest and back and down her side. Um, as that was like the side that she used to break through the head when she dove in. Um,
Hmm.
she's got other little burns kind of scattered all over. Uh,
Hmm.
and she just kind of looks up at you. I'm fine, but we should probably get these two some medical attention. Uh, and then she passes out.
Casper will look back to the town and shout, "Could I have help? Please!"
Uh, people kind of like are startled out of their like awe and shock, and some people rush out towards you. Um, and they one of the like guards kind of begins to scoop Remy up to go take her off, and some of the other townspeople like inspect these two boys, uh, and you hear them like muttering exclamations of thanks that these two are okay, and other comments, and from that you gather that these two boys were presumed to have been burned in the initial attack, and kind of lost, and now they are here. Um,
So the
one
thing
of
didn't
the
kill him on purpose.
one of
Okay.
the one of the boys looks to be about 9 years old, and the other seems to be about 15. Um, and the 9-year-old looks totally fine, just a little dehydrated and unconscious. The
Hmm.
15-year-old has all across his back has been like permanently changed black, and in like an explosion kind of patterning, and at the very center is that same like gold streaking, um, and that black and gold kind of travels down the outside of his arms to the backs of his palms, where it settles in like a star burst on either hand. Um,
Do I, when I look at this and I inspect this, do I feel like a hint of magic from this feature?
give
Like,
me Arcana.
yeah, okay. Natural 20. That makes that a 25. Holy shit! Dude, I should
This is
gamble after
great
this.
fucking rolls.
I should I should gamble after this. I'm about to make a
Uh,
lot of money.
uh, you
Thank you, D&D Beyond.
you kind of inspect this boy, um, um, and you get the sense that the this boy is like imbued with magic now. Um,
Like I feared. Okay.
uh, your best guess is that this kid is basically now a sorcerer. Um, he will
Like me.
he will grow up needing training to ensure that he's able to rein in his natural arcane abilities. Um, and with the amount of magic in him, he'll probably be a prodigy sorcerer like you.
How long can I stay here that when I do the same flying spell trick, will we arrive on time to the wedding? How long could I stay here before
Uh,
we'd be late?
you can stay here for another 12 days. Um,
Okay. Make a mental note of that.
because you traveled uh basically 2 days worth of travel time on your first day,
Uh,
then encountered the town. So you've only been
mhm.
out for like this is day two. Uh,
Fucking what a day too.
yeah.
Okay,
Um,
good.
uh, as you're like watching this boy with all these thoughts running through your head, his eyes kind of flutter open, uh, to speak as he's kind of trying to get a grasp on his surroundings, and he just mutters, "Where's Tommy?" Um, and as his eyes open, you see that they are completely golden, with little like streaks of that obsidian black coming in from the edges, kind of like lining the eyes, like gold that has been cracked.
Yeah. Did I hear any of the villagers say the boys' names?
Tommy is the younger one. Jamie is the older one.
Tommy and Jamie. Okay. Casper is going to put a calm hand onto this boy's shoulder, make sure he doesn't get up too quickly, and he'll say, "Tommy's okay. Unconscious but safe. You are Jamie."
Yeah,
"Yes.
Jamie. We were
Spare your
just
energy."
we were messing around with this thing that Tommy found at the lake, and it oh, there was a light, and Tommy's okay.
"He's okay. He's alive."
Okay, okay. And he kind of just stops talking.
Casper, before saying anything else, he'll take like a small look back at the statue left, and back to this boy, and then to the box, and then back to the Jamer. "My name is Casper Ishara. I'm a sorcerer. I'm going to take you and your brother to recover. There is much there's much we need to discuss.
Yeah, okay. Can I see my dad
Spare your
first?
and of course in good time. Spare your energy." Casper will look to the other villagers and say, "Shall we get these boys to see proper medical attention?"
Yes, of course, of course. And they begin taking these boys back towards the town. Um,
Casper will stay back.
yeah, you stay back.
But first, he's going to call to a villager and say, "Once that boy is well and recovered, send him to me.
Uh, of course, yeah.
My thanks." Now I'll
Uh,
let them leave.
and they head off to get medical attention. Um, and as we move into whatever you're gonna do next, we'll take a quick break. Alrighty. Um, uh, cool. The all the villagers have kind of gone off, and are tending to Remy and to the two boys, and you are left here with this monument, uh, and with the box that still has that golden light and like wisps of magic coming from like glowing from inside.
Casper will mentally, alongside a small amount of mana or magic, just say, "Hello."
Uh, you just hear screeching. Just like a very. I'm gonna try something, guys. If my microphone picks it up too much, it's gonna sound terrible for you. And I'm always scared of doing sound effects because I worry that they're gonna sound bad. But you peer into this box, like mentally, and you reach out to this energy and this being, and you just hear from within the box.
Okay. Casper will say again, "Should you still be conscious, give me
Again,
any sort of sign."
just that same screeching. Uh, every time you hear the thing screech in your head, that light gets a little brighter.
Is this a bright of exertion? Like, say for example, I was using my magic and it was just I'm really fucking trying to do it. Or is this a brightness of almost like is this thing trying to break free of something? Am I listening to like radio chatter box form right now?
It is. It's more like this. This brightness is like when you blow on an ember. You exhale air and the ember will glow more as you release that life from your lungs. There is an ember in this box that will glow when this thing speaks or reaches out or screams. You want to look in the
Casper
box?
will Casper will say to himself out loud, "This is crazy." And then he is going to look in the box.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That'll be 9.
9. Go ahead and roll me a Wisdom saving throw, and you have advantage on this.
Okay, that would be 18 on wisdom.
Cool.
Wisdom's a +1. Constitution's a +6.
As you peer into this, um, as you peer into the box, you hear that screaming getting louder and louder, like it is coming towards you, and the light gets brighter, and that screaming is in your head, and then suddenly it all stops. You feel no screaming, you feel no presence, you feel no entity within this power. You feel only the power. As this light leaves the box and enters through your eyes and your nose and your mouth until your entire face is cast in this like golden dust, as it seeps into you until it becomes warm and then hot and then a searing pain as it rips through your body. And the next thing you know is that you are laid out in a bed, in what is left of their like medical center, with people kind of around you monitoring you. Remy is now awake and kind of propped up on a bed next to you. The two boys are on beds
Yeah.
on the other side of the room.
Casper will jolt up and say, "How long has it been?"
I, sir, you're okay. It's just been a couple of hours.
Casper will then think in the back of his mind, "Is anyone there?"
Uh, give me an Arcana check.
15.
Whatever entity once possessed this power, for whatever reason, whether it be how it got in the box or what happened when the boys found the box, whatever it be, there is no entity left. You hold only this new raw power.
Okay. Casper will just grasp the box and just out loud say, "Damn."
What's up, sunshine? And Remy will kind of roll her head towards you.
It seems that all these.
Holy
Casper will look
shit.
around and.
What the fuck happened to your
What?
eyes?
Oh, fuck. Casper will look around for any reflective surface.
Uh,
Um,
yeah. There's like a mirror in the drawer of the bedside table. And as you look, uh, you can see that your eyes are just like completely golden, but not golden in the same way that Jamie's eyes are golden. Like Jamie looks like his eyes are made of the precious metal gold. Yours are golden like the blazing light of a sun.
oh, those were green before.
There is
Ah,
no there is
I
no
see.
iris, no pupil. It is
Those eyes.
all gold. No differentiation between sclera and iris. It's just all gold.
Ah, those eyes.
Yeah. You gonna get your green ones back or
No, I do think this is permanent and
oh, it's a
related
shame.
to our main goal. I will explain to you more in depth later, in
Oh,
private.
gonna miss those eyes.
To tell you the truth, this is going to make me stand out a little more. Casper will put the box
Oh,
onto,
please. You couldn't hide yourself if your life depended on it.
unfortunately, you're true. And equally so, we'll be staying here for a few days, so. We'll have to make ourselves comfortable.
Sure thing, sunshine.
Too soon. And Casper will look fully at Remy.
She's just got a very playful, like, smirk.
You are crazy.
Crazy how?
Crazy in the same way one would dive off a cliff into water for fun. Crazy.
Ah, it's a good adrenaline rush. Makes you feel alive,
It,
doesn't it?
unfortunately, I don't believe fun in adrenaline go the same. I thank you. You saved lives today.
Part of the job, isn't it? Whole reason we're out here is to save lives.
You're right.
Hey,
Casper will.
you saved lives too. I don't think I would have been able to take that thing down without you.
Neither had I saved those lives without you.
Did good out there, sunshine.
Casper will pocket the box and he will walk outside.
Yeah, you kind of sit up. One of the people tending to all of you injured kind of like goes to speak and then sees that you're just kind of fine and it's like, okay, if you're ready. And
um,
you head outside with this box kind of tucked into your pouch.
do I recognize the boys? Do the boy's father make himself more known? Or their
Uh,
parents?
yes, their father is now like sat between their beds, kind of chatting with both of them, kind of holding their hands, clearly very grateful that they did not get burned in the initial destruction.
Casper will walk back to this father and he will grab a chair and sit across from him and the boys.
Oh yeah, this dad sees you awake, and like kind of gets out of his chair and walks up and takes your hand and shakes it in both of his. Thank you so much for saving my boys.
Any sorcerers would have done the same. I'm just glad your boys are safe.
Yeah, well, it's thanks to you that you know. Their mother isn't gonna kill me anymore.
Well, you and I can be glad for one thing then. And Casper will kind of guide him back to his seat as he says, but there are important things that we must discuss, boys
Right.
involved. Casper will sit down across from this father and Jamie and Tommy and say, I'm not at liberty to share the nature of this beast, of this creature, but your boy Jamie is changed drastically.
You don't have to tell me. I mean, I can see it.
Well, that and things that cannot be seen. In the matters of Arcana, your boy is much like I.
Right. Okay. Sure.
However, every sorcerer requires one to show how to temper their magic, to slowly grow that magic so that magic does not destroy themselves. For 10 nights and 10 days, starting, I will be able to stay here to teach him. Granted you want this boy to learn magic at all, and my recommendation to you is that magic is something that will happen to us whether we choose to or not. Whether or not that magic comes from us, from magical creatures, or the air. Your boy will experience magic. The difference is that this magic has chose him, and now it lies in his blood, in his soul. So you can allow him to let that part of him rest.
I just
We
want
can
my
temper
boy
it.
to be okay. And I certainly wouldn't want him losing control of something like that. So please, by all means, at least help him keep it under control. And whether or not he pursues magic beyond that is. And he kind of looks at Jamie. It's up to him.
And with that point, Casper will look to Jamie and say, "The choice is yours, truly, boy. Whether or not you want to learn from me, or to let this event and this part of you now lay to rest."
I, um, I'm not sure exactly. Just, I mean, you'll be here for 10 days. I can see what it's like just figuring out the basics and then maybe give it some time to think.
Take the
I don't
night
know.
tonight to rest. In the morning, I will be out by that hulking statue. And in the morning, if you decide that magic is something you wish to learn, meet me there that morning. Should you not, I will understand, and I will leave.
And after these 10 days, when you're gone, if I choose to keep learning magic after that, where do I go? Where do I find you?
Casper will take out a small, um, I imagine I have like some sort of parchment on me, something I can write on.
Yeah.
Okay. Casper will take out a small piece of parchment and he will write down his own home address, and then he'll place another parchment down and sign his name next to a small statement of basically saying, "This person is my student. If they are requesting help, it is in my name. If requesting of me, please find me immediately." He will fold them up and hand them to Jamie and say, "After these 10 days, I frequently leave the city of Elmira, but should you wish to learn more, come to the capital. Hand any guard this. They will lead you to the address, and
Okay.
I will put a word with the king.
Okay.
But I assure you that as beautiful and overwhelming and powerful as magic is, it is as joyful as the imagination can comprehend. Do not let this beast or my performance as a mage or a sorcerer demonstrate what you can do with magic. But I will not take more to sway you. This is a lot of weight that bears on your heart. Take a night and allow rest to compel your mind and not the voices of others." Um, and Casper will stand up and say, "Best of recovery to both of you, you and your brother." And he will walk out of the building.
Yeah. Uh, as you begin walking out, um, the boys begin speaking with their father again. Jamie kind of hands off those two papers to his dad, to like put away at home for when he will need them later. And Remy kind of watches you as you walk out. Where would you like to go?
I am going to try and find a store that sells magical items, or more specifically, healing potions. That fight
You
reminded Casper that we do not have any healing potions on our person right now.
Mm-hmm. You kind of ask around. People direct you to essentially their one magic shop. Um, uh, where it's kind of a little further out from the center of town where the main damage was done, so it's not as beat up. Um, and you head in. You see the shop owner kind of fixing up a window that had been broken, and she looks over at you. Yes, is can I help you with anything?
I'm in search of magical items or potions. I was
You've
told this is the place to go.
certainly. Potions are in the next room over. Magical items are in this main room. And if you need any help with anything, please let me know.
Casper will pull out the box and place it on the countertop and say, "Have you seen anything resembling this item?"
She, uh, she walks over and kind of puts on some glasses and peers at it and kind of picks it up and inspects it, um, and then sets it down. Uh, I, I can't say that I've seen anything particularly like that, but I, some of these carvings are very reminiscent of some older tomes that I have come across in my time.
Quite all right. This is a. And he'll take it, put it back in his satchel, and say, "It's a very rare item. The other, the other parts of the collection are very rare to come by. Do you have any magical equipment or item of a fledgling, very young apprentice of magic?"
I can't say that I have very much in specific regard to those in training, but I have wands and some staves.
He's relatively younger. Best do with a wand.
Of course. And she kind of gestures to one corner where there are some wands on display on a shelf.
Casper will pick one out and say, "And on top of this, how much will 4 potions of healing set someone back?"
For you and your friend, potions of healing are free. The wand as well, if you are training one of our youths here, then is also free.
And if there are any other magically gifted or intrigued individuals in town and they wish to discuss, any that frequent your establishment, tell them that for the next few days I am open to discussion, but I'll be very busy.
Of course.
Casper will scoop up the potions and wand, put them away, and bid this shopkeep adieu. I want to kind of take one last like glance over this shop, see if I can see anything interesting, anything that really stands out, speaks to me.
Give me investigation and arcana.
Okay, we'll do the investigation first. That'll be a 24. The arcana will be less good, 15.
Um, you are looking through this shop, and you find a tome that has um, uh, the like front title is very like faded to the point where it is no longer legible, but along the spine, at the very bottom, is an imprint in the leather that is in the shape of one of the runes that you remember seeing on the stone tablet that you got from Lyra's room in Varen.
I'm opening this shit up right now.
Let me just...
Open it up.
I gotta... Um... you pick it up, you open it, and you see that the text inside, there is always on one page those runes, the same runes, or at least the same like rune system from the tablet, but much longer segments of text, where the tablet seems to just have a few lines carved in. This has full pages that are all clearly like unique writings, and it's always one page of that and then one page. What languages do you speak?
Elvish and Havling.
It is always one page in this runic system and one page in a language that you've seen dozens of times but have never understood until now. It is celestial, and you can read it.
Whoa! Sweet.
Um, and this yeah, so you can read celestial now. You still can't read these other runes. But a quick glance over the pages written in celestial gives you the impression that these are translations of whatever is written in the runic system.
Casper will hold up the book and say, "How much for this item?"
I would say 5 gold.
Casper will put down 10 and say, "Keep this. You have helped me immeasurably."
Very generous. And she takes the 10 coins, puts them in a little chest. I am happy to be of assistance to you?
Casper will pocket the book and he will take a sort of a bow and leave now. This is this is huge. This is huge, not only because now I can read Celestial, we can translate this at any given time.
Mm-hmm. You, you also can now see, some of the, like, carvings, on the box are runes that did not come up on the tablet, but you now see in some spots on some of those pages in the book.
Interesting. We're gonna have to comb over this this evening then. Yeah, I think that was all that Casper wants to do. So with the rest of his free time until the next morning, we're gonna study this book, try and see if we can uncover the meaning behind the runes on this box.
Cool, cool. Go ahead and give me a flat intelligence check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something real quick because that intelligence check was not good. I am going to, let's see, I just need a third level, don't I? No, I can cast it at second level. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use my conversion of sorcery points into a spell slot, so you can do 3. I am going to cast enhance ability on myself for intelligence for an advantage.
Go for it.
Since I already rolled it once, I'm just gonna roll one more time. Not much better. That's a 12.
It is going to take you, uh, it will take you a full 8 hours, to get through the first few pages, like really getting a grasp on the translations and like the runes and following the patterns. In order to master this, you are going to need to do an additional, additional studies to get through the whole book.
That's fine. It gets me through the night, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of that, lady who let you stay in her home does come and find you again. If you're planning on staying in town longer, then you and your companion are always welcome to continue using those rooms.
I thank you. I thank you deeply. To tell you the truth, there is a lot more than I realized before I came to this town. Your kindness and generosity speaks volumes. It
It
matters
is
much to
the
me.
least that we can do after you've, well, saved our young and saved our town.
Thank you. Um, but yeah, then I will stay at that house for another night.
Okay.
And in that 8 hours of study, I guess during the nighttime, am I able to rest while I'm doing this?
Uh, it is like first thing in the morning around 8 o'clock is when you had your little battle, uh, it was probably only about noon by the time you went out and got to the magic store. So it's only about 8 p.m., 9 p.m. by the time you finish those first bits of study. So you can just take a long rest and go to sleep for the night.
Yeah. Casper's gonna crash.
You crash, you take a long rest. You probably do wake up in the night hearing Remy kind of come in and get into her room a little more clumsily since she doesn't really have great use of her right arm right now.
It's a good thing we're resting here for a few days now.
Yeah. Um, and you two both take long rests. Uh, and when you wake up in the morning, um, uh, yeah, you've gotten your long rest. People are
Hmm.
still kind of out repairing the town. Um, some people have begun kind of uh, building a little bit of like a fence line around that like statue that's out on the edge of town. Um, uh,
Hmm. They've been building on it.
they've just been like putting like they've been
Hmm.
marking out like a fence line around it.
Uh. Okay.
Uh, Leaving the house, you like in the streets you very quickly hear chatter of people being grateful that Tommy and Jamie seem to be doing perfectly fine and already very well recovered. um, and by the time you get to the statue, Jamie is already there.
Casper will speak up and say, "You're far more eager than
Oh
I
shit.
imagined you'd be."
Fucking yeah. um I don't know, I've always kind of been fascinated by it. My mom's a an artificer, um, and I always thought magic was really cool. I guess I've only really gotten a lot of exposure to like magical items, but Tommy and I are obsessed with finding little trinkets and playing around with them. Um, but yeah, I mean, sure, magic.
I believe the best way to show you how I believe what magic is, well, as your teacher now, I guess there's only one way to show you how I truly feel. And I am at 4th level. I'm gonna cast Fly. And I am going to use my points to use Extended Spell. We're only going to be going for about 30 minutes of flight. So once we hit that 30-minute mark, the spell will now it will slowly start dulling down, then we'll be able to land.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Casper will, yeah,
you
he'll
two,
outstretch a
you two
hand.
fly.
Casper will go with the spell of flight. There is no more need of active movement. Casper will then start floating, just kind of as if he was standing upwards and he just started levitating. He just starts moving about 10 feet off the ground.
Holy shit. That's
And granted,
so cool.
now that I've shared my magic with you, I want you to focus on try jumping upward without moving your legs.
You see him kind of like shift his stance, be a little more stable, sturdy. He looks at his feet, looks back up at you, and he's like, "Okay, cool, I got this." Uh, and you watch as um that like black and gold from his eyes begins kind of spreading out across his skin. Um, the
Whoa.
the starbursts on the back of his hands glow. You can see that like the rest of his markings under his shirt are glowing. And you watch as kind of out of thin air, uh, wings made of like obsidian and iron and gold form from his back as he rockets into the air.
Whoa. Okay, young man. Wow. Okay. A different imagination, but a welcomed one nonetheless.
Yeah, you want to start training this boy?
Casper will start training this boy how to use magic.
Go ahead and give me uh give me a charisma check
Okay.
and an arcana check.
Charisma is going to be a 16. Arcana is going to be a 23.
Uh and now this kid is going to get uh as you are teaching this young boy, you have flashbacks to your childhood where you don't really remember any of your teachers. Um, you only really remember that you have always been phenomenal with your magic. Um,
Hmm.
Always very quickly picking things up, mastering them. Uh, and as you look at Jamie as he is uh, doing as he's told, practicing this magic, uh, you are reminded of yourself in many moments. You may not remember all of your teachers very well, but you do remember that there was at least one teacher who you had immense joy training with. And when you see Jamie smile, you see a happy version of yourself from your childhood, exploring the wondrous potential of your abilities.
After a good while, like a few hours of training, Casper will take a break with Jamie, and he'll sit um, with Jamie. He'll usher him to sit as well, and he will say, "What do you know of magic families, Jamie?"
Well, I mean, I know um, sometimes it's like just kind of a racial thing. I know that like a lot of elves kind of have an innate ability for some small magical things. Some have bigger magical things, but it's usually really limited if it's just racial. Um, but then there's also
Correct.
like family lineages for a lot of sorcerers, where it's just it's in their DNA. Often descendants of really powerful beings, dragons and such. Um, Sometimes it's
Perfect
just learned.
example.
Um, I mean, I know that that's what it was like for my mom. She's both of my
Precisely.
my grandparents were big artificers, and so she just kind of picked up after that. And for some people, they
It comes
studied and
natural.
train and like they just get really good at understanding the like mechanics behind magic and
The theory.
yeah.
However, for us, we are a type of magical user that are rare but needed. We need not the theory. We manipulate magic as if it were breathing. Magic comes naturally to us. Magic is. What is magic to you? When you think of a powerful sorcerer, or powerful wizard, a mage, what makes them powerful in your mind? What makes them notable, famous?
I mean, I I guess magic is like life. It brings life. It bolsters life. It's light. I think about magic and I think about all the times when I was little, like like Tommy, and I'd go and I'd get scruffed up and come home crying, and my mom could just take a little thing out of her bag and press a button, and my wounds would start closing up and it wouldn't hurt anymore. And I was always so. And she's always used it to help people. I think. I don't know. Magic is so. It's like. It's like life.
You're correct. Magic is everywhere. Should we be able to see magic, it'd be as present as the particles in the air, as if there were dust hanging. There would be as many as magic.
Right.
Magic doesn't have morality. There are evil creatures and good creatures with magic alike. But magic is itself. What makes magic and its intentions is you. Whether your magic is benevolent and beautiful or hurtful and wrong is in your hands. Magic can be overwhelming, and I understand that. Something very heavy. But in that heaviness, in that grandeur, there is beauty. Casper will look up to the sky, cast dancing lights, and these lights will just cast upward into the sky for 120 feet. and then they'll circle down and kind of surround the two. But through your manipulation of magic and the way you perceive it, it will change. It'll become beautiful. It'll harness itself to your mind, your personality. For myself, I have a fire burning in me. One of passion and idealism. But, to tell you the truth, I reduce myself to my power, my use, on a grand scale. As a servant of the court, I reduce myself to what I am able to do because I do not know much about the technical faculties of magic. But in this beauty, and Casper will point his finger upwards into the sky, and at third level I will cast Fireball, and it'll shoot up into the sky. It'll shoot up, we'll say, where is it at? Yeah, 100 feet into the air, and just detonate. This massive detonation of light and fire. But with that becomes overwhelming power. And in that overwhelming power, and that beauty, that is flame. The warmth you bring on a cold winter day, and the extreme power of a burning home collapsing into itself, or the breath of a dragon. I am strong, and Casper will look back to the dancing lights, but to others I like to be warm, to be delicate. What I am trying to teach you is that you don't yet have a defining nature of yourself. Your magic will help guide you, but the magic isn't what decides you. You'll have to figure that yourself. You have overwhelming strength and a capability to learn it. My task for you in my days of training you is to figure out what represents you. When you imagine yourself casting a spell, what comes forth from your hands? What represents you? Are you the cold chill of a blizzard and the beautiful glistening of sun onto snow? Or are you the torrent of storm and the crackle of thunder and the calm evening rain in the spring? That is up to you. And it will take longer than 10 days. But it's good to start creating an image in yourself. Casper will dismiss the dancing lights. With this great power comes great faith. From me to you. I know that you in your heart do want to do good. I see that in you. I see that in your pride when you talk of your mother and her good deeds. I see it in you. You just need to realize that now your good deeds can be on a scale far stronger than you could have ever imagined. And Casper will say in Celestial, and so therefore I believe in you.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I yeah.
Now, um, Casper will again cast a spell, but this time he will cast Fly at third level. Now go show all your friends in town that you are the only flying boy in town.
Oh, hell yeah. And he takes off sprinting at first, and then those wings grow again, and he's in the air.
Casper will sit back, nod his head, and say, "The profanity is excessive, but he'll learn."
Uh, Remy, Remy kind of plops down next to you. Yeah, I mean, maybe he will, or maybe he'll just keep cursing you
Okay.
out.
Hopefully not. Hopefully he will not. You, need to put a
You
bell
are.
on you.
Yeah, you know that wouldn't work. You're quite the teacher.
Only for people like him.
And people like Adalia.
It's true.
And maybe also for people like me.
What do you mean?
Forget it. She reaches
Mm,
into her bag and pulls out a bottle and hands it to you. Have a drink, relax. You've been working all day.
Before I relax, are you capable of casting spells? This is a very important conversation we need to have.
Oh, me casting spells? Oh, God, no. I mean, some spells, but not like that.
Oh,
I just mean I don't know. You've got me thinking quite a bit the last few days.
oh. Often do I think as well.
She holds the bottle a little closer to you. Go on.
Casper will swipe the bottle
She
slightly
chuckles.
begrudgingly.
She chuckles, reaches into her bag and pulls out another, and then kind of stares at it for a moment, looking between the bottle and her arm that's in a sling, not sure how she's gonna open it.
Um, Casper will cast prestidigitation. Just, I think this is possible. We're just gonna like unscrew it.
Oh yeah, you pop the lid off the bottle with prestidigitation, and she looks over and kind of nudges you, uh, smiling again, and we'll just kind of look out over the field with this kind of statue off to the side. Uh,
Well, I
and
have bad news.
and what's your bad news?
You're not going to be able to be the quiet rogue anymore, seeing that you're renowned. I will be
Ah,
having them inscribe your name. He'll pop off the own bottle lid with prestidigitation.
Well, I mean, listen. Doesn't matter if people know my name if they still can't see me coming, so don't know that this is gonna have that big of an effect.
Fair enough. Casper will just take a drink. It's been a long 2 days
Yeah,
for old Casper.
she chuckles, takes a drink as well, and just kind of sits back and watches everything.
Well,
So, go on.
so I think the star changed my physiology slightly.
Oh, you think so, Sunshine?
Casper will then say, in Celestial, yes, I think so.
Don't go speaking in tongues to me, boy.
I think I can speak the stars' languages now.
Yeah, probably.
This is good news, though I'm sure Yarly will be as apprehensive as she usually is.
Sure, she will be.
Well, you're not innocent of apprehension either.
Eh. But I get a pass, don't I?
As long as you do not put a knife in my back as promised, I assume it's okay.
That might be the one promise in my life I won't keep.
Casper will just finish his bottle.
She sets hers down and pulls out another and hands it to you.
You're a bad influence.
I think I'm a good influence. In fact, I think I might be the greatest influence.
What makes you think that?
Because you're uptight. You got a stick up your ass. You need to relax.
That feels familiar. Either way, that boy Jamie will likely be as strong as I am.
Oh well, God help us all then.
He'll be kinder.
I'm sure he will be. Quite the speech you gave.
So you heard.
Yeah, I've been watching the last couple hours.
You what?
I ain't got much else to do. She kind of vaguely gestures with her slinged arm. Not like I can help her with the repairs. And I ain't got anything else.
Well, hopefully your arm will be recovered enough come 10 days from now.
I'm sure it will be.
We'll be arriving the day of the wedding
Go ahead and
now.
give me an insight check.
Oh God, fuck. Whew. That's a 6.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, wedding's gonna be certainly fun. I did pack my best dress.
I always dress appropriate to court, so that is not of a concern.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll look just so sharp.
covered in soot.
Yeah.
I fear what my actions will make these children think of me.
What do you mean?
If word gets out that a mad sorcerer burned down his home with his parents within it, I wonder if they will think less.
I think people hate your dad and your brother enough that they won't blame you. And, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of damage control that you'll be able to do.
Unfortunately, that will always be the conclusion of that. To tell you the truth, the day before we met, the letters of my family and my sister's wedding arrived, and I threatened to kill my father. Since then.
Well,
So, to
at
drill
least you
that
can
into
make good on your promises.
to drill that into you, the day you compared me to him was the day after I had threatened to kill him.
Listen, I can't always get it spot on.
Unlike me, Casper will stand up and offer a hand up to Remy.
She takes your hand. You know, you're still a cocky prick sometimes.
Casper will look over to the statue and say, "At least I have earned my confidence."
You're lucky I've traveled with you this long. Otherwise, I would have just thought that was more cocky prickiness. But you're right.
Okay.
You've definitely secured your spot there.
Gladly. Casper will look back to the village. Well, it's odd to be renowned as the hero there. Usually, when I feel the eyes of the people of Elmira, it is on Graham, Yali.
I get what you mean.
There's a reputation of me. One of a Casper I don't remember being. Or well, of a personality that I am no longer influenced by. Or maybe I was always like that. Nevertheless, it's a nice feeling. I'm sure you know it as well now.
Not so much. I mean, sure, around town here, but
People also seem to admire you back in Elmira.
I'm aware. Admiration. I can't return their admiration until I know I'm complete. Until I know that I am unbound from this pain on my heart. One that my family still holds on me.
Right. Well, don't be too hard on yourself. I think you're a whole lot more free than you let yourself think.
Thank you. Now then,
And,
I am.
I mean, on the plus side, as a little bonus, look even less like your daddy now. And she kind of reaches up and pats your cheek.
You're right. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Still, gonna miss those emerald greens. She'll turn and start walking back towards the town.
Okay, those are the big interactions I wanted to do, but I think for the rest of this time, Casper is just going to teach